All right, here we go. We are ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You should be ready too. Tomorrow, National Fitness Day. Celebrate! Get out there and do something lively. Go ahead and stand up. Welcome, everyone. Ageless Balance. I'm Ron, and we are here to do a little marching to start out with. Just up and up, opposite arm, opposite leg. As always, I like starting this way. It always gives me a chance to make sure that everything's in alignment. I get to think about that before I start because I forget. It's really easy to just let the body go and do what it wants to do, and then it ends up hurting. So let's think about this. Shoulders back, ears over shoulders, over hips, over knees, over ankles is the key. You want all the joints to stack on top. You want that weight distributed all the way through all of the joints. And start walking up and back. Take your time. Look for the balance. A little function involved in this. Foot up, step, 2, 3, and 4. Small steps. Take small steps backwards. Take your time. Slower you go, the harder it is, the more effective it is. And 4. A couple more times. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Get that balance. Use that upper body to help. Get the momentum going and back again. Out, 2, 3, and 4. We're good. Same except to the side. Step, pick the toe up, bring it back in. Other side, up, out, and back in. Take your time, balance on the single leg as you pick that one leg up, out to the side. Tap the toe, bring it back up, and in. Control the movement. That foot does not have to go out very far. What you're looking to do is stabilize yourself. Put yourself over that stationary leg. I know what I want to say. I just can't say it. Up, tap, and back in. Other side. Up, out, and in. Feel the ankle working. Feel the quads, the glutes, the core. All right. As the leg goes out, so does the arm. Bring it up and back in again. Elbows bent. For right now, keep the elbows bent. Just get those shoulders warmed up a little bit before we go any bigger on them. And in, out, and in. We want to warm up these shoulders because we are doing some seated weight stuff. Or if you want to do standing weight stuff, you can. It's always good for the core. Works the legs just a little bit more. Even if you're not doing anything but just standing there, you're still strengthening those muscles up to hold you in place while you're moving those weights around in the upper body, up and out. One more time on the other side. There you go. That's it. Heel digs, out and in. Control, single leg, foot up, tap the heel, bring it back in. That stationary leg, don't knock the knee out. Put a little bend in it. It's kind of like a little tiny squat, single leg, down and up, or a pistol squat as they call it. Out, tap the heel, and bring it back up. Tap and back. Use that knee to drop that heel down and back up. So you want to stay over the middle, not go out with the heel. You want to stay right back here, reach out and bring it back, out and in, out and back in. With those heel digs, we're going to do an arm, opposite arm, push out and pull in, other side. Heel out, arm out, and bring it in. Elbows back as you come back. Feel the shoulders tighten up behind you, opening up the chest, opening up the front of the shoulders as you pull back. As you go forward, feel the stretch through the upper back. Both hands out in the chest press. Push. Now there's a really good stretch through that upper back. Across the shoulder blades, out and in. Rotate the hands as you do this. And back, out and in. One more time. One more time. Push and pull. All right. Side to side. 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is a really important movement because if you ever do have to go sideways, you want to be able to automatically pick that leg up, come down in the ball of the foot, and be able to station yourself right over the legs, whether it be the one leg, if that's all that's on the floor, or the 2. Up and out, So what you don't want is the torso to go flying out the side. If it does, you need to bring it back, which is why we're going to do this. Step in, reach over the top, side bend, and bring it back. 2, 3. So if your momentum takes you out to the side, you've got the strength through the core, and the brain's got the balance to be able to bring you back to center over the 2 legs. Out and back. Plus, you're getting a good stretch through the spine, through the shoulder, to the ribs. Back, 2, 3, out. Toes are forward. Heel comes up first. Ball of the foot. Steps on the ball of the foot. And 3. Get those legs up. Work those hip flexors. We're going back, and then we are done with these. 2, 3, up and back. So we got some warm-up going, a little cardio with the stretches going on. Back and up. Reverse lunge. Step it back onto the ball of the foot. Right there, pushing through the front leg. Lift that back leg up. Bring it in. Back and in. Out and in. So what we're going to do with this, stretch your shoulders out again. Bent elbows up and back down. Hands up, palms parallel with the floor. Roll the shoulder blades back. Squeeze them. And forward and down. Stepping back. Elbows back in that scapular retraction. Up. Squeeze. And forward and down. Up. Back. And down. This time, arms up front. Roll the shoulder blades back. Hyperextend the back. Get your back back. Get your back back. Little black backpack. And squeeze the chest. Get it, or squeeze the shoulder blades. Getting the chest open. Roll into that back leg. And come forward. One more time. Each side. Right there. And back. And up. And back again. Nice, easy hip hinge. You can use a chair if you want on this one. What you want to key in on here, if you don't want to use a chair, don't use a chair. Knee stays over the ankle, butt stays back, keeping that chest up so that you get a nice stretch through the hamstrings. As soon as you feel that stretch back there, hang on. Don't push it. You're just warming those muscles up. Roll and come back up again. So you're not looking to really see if you can get them to stretch all the way out. Now, it's just get that stretch. You feel the muscles stretching. Remember, the body is pulling back at that point in time, saying, nope, you're going to hurt those muscles. I'm not going to let you do that. So you've got to take it a little bit at a time. Warm it up. Give it a little more so that the body is not fighting you all the way through this. Down and up. One more time. Butt back. Again, back of the chair if you need it. If this does a better job of stretching those hamstrings up for you, perfect. That's what you go with. Keeping that back straight, little curve in the lower part of the back. Roll the hips, come on up. Side lunge. Hands on the thighs, shoulders square to the floor. Stretching out those inner thighs and the hamstrings on this lead leg. And just kind of hang in there for a second. Give those muscles a chance to warm up. All right, pushing with that foot flat on the floor, driving up. Knee stays over the ankle, butt comes in. Other side, same thing. Butt right straight out, shoulders to the floor. Not to the floor, but parallel with the floor. Although if you can get your shoulders to the floor, that's pretty cool. I want to see that. And push up, foot flat on the floor, arms out to the side. Reach, take that shoulder and stretch it out, just the shoulder. Rotate the hand a little bit. Let's get some movement through that shoulder. Get those muscles flexible so that when we put a little resistance on them, a little weight with the dumbbells, around and back, we're ready for it. Those muscles are ready. That joint is ready. Man, I cannot say enough about making sure that those joints are ready before you put stress on them. Back over to the side, if you're doing something, going to do something energetic, like planting things, warm up a little bit first. This is a great warm-up, Denise, for your planting. And out to the other side and down. Stretch it out. Bring it back to the center. Stay in this hip hinge right here. I'm going to rotate the shoulders. Just the shoulders. Hips stay straight. Knees stay over the ankles. Rotate. And back up. Other side. Down. And back. Couple more. Around. Reach. And bring it back. And now come down into that side lunge, rotating the shoulders, and up the other way. This is a great exercise. We work our way into it one at a time just to make sure you've got the form. If you've got the form, you can go right into this rotation and bring it up. Anytime you're doing a side to side, if you can get those shoulders to rotate, you're in good shape. You get that thoracic spine, middle of the back to move. Right here, narrow hip hinge. Feet together, going into a skier stance. Hands on thighs. Roll the shoulder blades back, chest is out. And then we're going to roll forward, rolling those shoulders toward the floor, and that feels so good for my back. Reaching the shoulders down towards the floor. Keep the chin up. You're looking right straight down at the floor, not in at your knees. And shoulder blades back, chest is out again. Get that butt out. See if you can get down just a little bit deeper into it. Feel that stretch. Great stretch through the glutes, up the lower back. And roll forward, getting the shoulders, shoulder blades, down, down, and up. Whew. We are going to do a stagger step. So feet are parallel. Front leg, knee over the ankle. Back foot right in alignment with that front foot. The knee on the back leg is bent, and it's right in the same plane as that toe. The toes. Small circles from here. Come down. So to start out, come down just a little bit here, right here. Get down and a little bit into that lunge so you can feel these muscles working in the front of the front and back leg, the thighs. Thighs is what they're called. Good job, Ron. Small circles. Small circles. Again, we're hitting those shoulders hard. Anytime we do weights, upper body weights, shoulders take a lot of work. So we want to make sure that we have them warmed up. Little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. Stay in that squat. Don't lose that. I did. You want to feel those muscles warming up in the quadriceps, those thigh muscles. Up and around. Other direction going forward. Starting small. Getting bigger. Make sure that knee is still over the ankle on the front leg. The knee is in the same direction as the toe. It's not flared in or out. Toes not pointing in a direction. Different. Other side. Other side. Arms up. Roll the shoulder blades back. Open it up. And down. Cross body. Up. Shoulder blades back. Open up the chest. And down. We're going to get bigger. We're going to get bigger. Bring them up just a little bit higher. Roll the shoulder blades back. Big open chest. Front of the shoulders wide open. And down again. Up. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Bring the arms up overhead. As high as you can get them. As high as is right for your shoulders right now. And back down one more time. Roll it up. Shoulder blades back. Chest is out. What a great stretch. Bring it back. Grab your chair. Grab your weights. We are going to do some seated or standing, up to you, weights. Again, if you want to do any of these exercises that we do, the strength exercises, we do them from seated, but if you want to do them standing, please do it. Like I said, when you're doing that, you're having to control every other muscle in your body to stabilize. So you're always working that core so much harder. You're working the legs, the hips, the knees, the quads, all of that, especially the joint muscles. So the muscles around the knees, that strengthen those up so that you're not flaring out at the knees, the stabilizers for walking. I only got one weight. I'm going to go get another one. I've got two. I think I'll use them. But not to start out with. Set one weight down. For now. For now. Hand up, right by the shoulder. Take the weight, if you can't, and this is, we're going to go up over the shoulder, to the side or over the head. If this is too much for your shoulder, get rid of the weight. Don't even bother with the weight. Just do the movement. Find your neutral position. So we're going to do a rotation. Anytime we're going to rotate, that means the spine's going to be turning. We don't want it to bend, twist, fold, mutilate, any spindle, whatever those things are that used to be envelopes. Up and across back down. That's all it is. You don't have to go up very high with that arm. You can just take it up just a little bit and bring it back. What you really want to concentrate, though, on is that spine. As you reach out and around, rotating, don't let the hips turn. Don't let the knees turn. Feet are flat on the floor. Everything's pointed forward. Up and back. Arm out if you want to reach. Grab onto the bottom of the chair if that's more comfortable for you. Whatever helps you. Rotate and back. Remember, back shoulder's turning too. You never lead with just that front shoulder doing all of the movement. Back shoulder goes too. You want to use that middle of the back to get that rotation in there. Out and back in. One more time. One more on this side. Turn. Shake that out. We're going to the other side. Hand up. Find your neutral position. Ears over shoulders over hips. Rotation. Start out light. Start out easy. And bring it back. Get those muscles. Give those muscles a chance to warm up. If you try going all the way the first time, probably you're going to lean or do some sort of a twist you shouldn't. And back up. So you want to maintain that posture. Up. Rotate and back. Do a few of them. As those muscles warm up, it will be much better. Around and back. Again, how high you go is up to you. You may be just going up over the head to the side just a little bit and back down again. That is perfectly fine. Get that rotation through the shoulders, through the spine. That's important. Plus, we're working the shoulders. Up and back down. One more time. One more. Around and bring it. Single weight, arms down this time. Let's give them a break, the shoulders a break. Hands out in front. So we're going into a hip hinge. Let me turn my chair. Let me show you what I'm doing here. Hands out, grab onto the weight, single weight, grabbing onto the handle. Shoulder blades are back, super important on this one. We're just going to bring the weight in to the torso. This is a narrow row. It's a super narrow row. Bringing the hands into the torso, squeeze the shoulder blades back. So as you get that weight in, you're also bringing the elbows back as far as they'll go, squeezing the shoulder blades together, and then back out again. When you go out, make sure you're not following the weight out and bending forward, keeping the shoulder blades back. We're working the upper back here, as well as the core. Down. Stay in that neutral position so you don't hurt the back. If the shoulders go down, if you're looking at the floor, you're putting all sorts of stress on the lower back, and it can't handle it. Back out. It's too weak. Back, it just doesn't have the muscle in it that upper back does, those arms and shoulders. Up, roll the shoulder blades back, and out. Biggest problem with the spine is it's not meant to rotate. It's not a joint. Lower spine is not. It is stationary. Up, shoulders, shoulder blades, they all move. They move nicely. Lower spine doesn't. So when you try to move it, all that happens is muscles and tendons have a tendency to pull out to try to give you what should be rotation. And out, bring it in, shoulder blades back, and out one more time. Bring it in, squeeze it together, extend back out. We're good. Staying with that single weight, we are. Not moving from it yet. Wood chopper. Wood chopper. Okay. Hands at the side. We're going to, remember you're pushing down with the top hand, up with the bottom hand. What we're trying to do is get these muscles to engage on the outside of the core, those oblique muscles, as we rotate. As you rotate, shoulders turn, hips don't. You're not coming around to the side. What we have a tendency to do on this one is like we're rowing a boat, which is really bad too, is leaning and pushing back and turning the entire torso. That takes that lower back. Plus we're bending at the same time. So you're taking all those vertebrae and crimping them in one spot and then turning it. Just imagine. All right, so what we're doing is we're coming down to the side, roll the shoulders, squeeze, hold, and back up again. Down, push, hold the core in tight. So don't just let the stomach fall out, hold it, because every exercise is a core exercise if you keep those muscles contracted. Up, same side back down. Up. You don't have to go way over the head, just bring it up a little bit. Near the shoulder, by the side of the head, up. And right here's where all the work is being done. Pushing back, pushing up with the bottom hand, down with the top hand, creating resistance. Making that weight heavier by pushing back against it. Out. And in. You can do this without weight, same thing. You just reach out and then push with the hands as you come down and around. You're still going to feel it there. You're still feeling it. And we're good. We're going to go to the other side. We stopped a couple seconds early. Take a break. Give the shoulders a time to rest. We use both. Again, looking for these core muscles. That's the primary set of muscles that we're looking to work on. You ready? Bring it around. Shoulders turn. Take your time with this, especially the first few. Really get the feel for the motion. Get the posture down. The portion. Motion and posture. Portion. Around. Squeeze it. When you get into there, squeeze those core muscles. Feel these muscles engage before you come out. Find them. Those obliques. Down and around. Get that back shoulder as far around as you can. As you're bringing that shoulder around, it is these muscles on the side here that are contracting, getting shorter to bring that arm back. Out. And around, squeeze. Back up. Bring it down. 2 more. That's all. Just 2. Up. And down. Up. And we go down. We're good. Let's do one more exercise. Grab your two weights in one. Two mints in one. What was that? Shoulder blades back. I don't remember what product that was. Palms forward. We are going to do biceps curls. Biceps. Top, front, upper arm, up, and back down. Shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Super important. This one, as the weights are out, we have this tendency to roll with them. You want to work those muscles in the upper back. Strengthen them up. And back down again. These are an arc, so the elbows are right next to the torso. Weights come up. As they come down, they come away from the body, and then back in again. Feel those elbows not move. Not move forward or back. They stay right where they are. Nothing moves but the elbows up and down. Hinging at the elbow only. Down and up. 5 more seconds of this. 1 more. Hold right here. We're going to go up and down a little faster. Again, elbows stay by the torso. Nothing moves but hinging at the elbow. Everything else is totally stationary. And again, you can see where standing works the muscles way more in the hips and in the legs. When you're going up and down like this, you have this tendency to jerk around. You want to make sure that you're keeping all those muscles tight, holding yourself in place. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to just the curls. Up and back down. Make sure the shoulder blades are back, chest is out, little curve in the lower part of the back. Elbows next to the torso, chest out, chin up, and down. 10 seconds left. Take your time with this one, nice and easy. Right here, when the weights are farthest from the body, is where the work is being done the most. That's when the weights are the heaviest. Kind of. Muscles have to work the hardest. And down. Whoosh. That was good. Hands by the side. Just going to go into feet apart. There we go. Down between the legs, arms to the side. Tell you what, let's make this a little easier. Hands in the middle. Feet out wide. Shoulder blades are back. If you are standing, do a hip hinge on this. This is a kind of like a deadlift. Down. Feel the work or the stretch in the inner thighs. Shoulder blades are back and come back up again. Again, down. Weight is from the ball of the foot to the heel. Use the shoulder blades first. Roll the back up and back down again. If those shoulder blades are back, those muscles are going to get engaged. They're going to bring that lower back and the glutes and the hamstrings into count to bring you back up and down. Maybe a little deeper as you stretch out those inner thighs a little bit. 2 more times. Take it down. Palms facing. And back up. We got 1 more. We do have time for 1 more. It'll be perfect. Down. Nice and slow. Bring it back up. Again. All right. Get rid of 1 weight. This whole 2-weight thing on a Friday. It's too much. Coming out to the edge of the chair. Going into a hip hinge. Hand across the thighs. making sure that the shoulder blades are back. What you're looking to do is not twist. Don't let yourself twist. Don't let the knees drop out to the side. Knees and toes right in alignment. And we're just going to go arm out, bring it back, roll the shoulder blade back, and out again. Remember, as you roll that shoulder blade back, we are not rolling the torso two. Toto two, out, and back. Keeping, push through that hand so that the shoulder blades are back, keeping that lower back in alignment. And out. Bring it up, squeeze it around, and back. Whew. As you go forward, don't let the weight bring you around. Don't let it lean you forward. Shoulder blades stay back. Arm comes out. There's still a little bend in that elbow. Don't lock it out. Out and in. Squeeze. You want to feel this in the shoulder blade, working those posture muscles. Rhomboids and trapezoids between the shoulder blades. Out and in. One more time. Out and back in. Triceps extension. Elbow stays back. As long as we're right here. Out. And in nice and slow. Don't come down very far. And right back out again. Most important, don't lock the elbow out. When you put that arm back, you should have just a micro bend in that elbow when you're done. Make those muscles work around that joint to hold it in place. And back down. If you lock that elbow out, you're making the joint do the work, the bones. They're not made for that. And in, out. Each part of the body has very specific uses or purposes. You try enlisting the wrong muscles or the wrong body parts into a move, you stand the chance of hurting yourself. We don't want that. And in, out. Squeeze it, and back in. Other side, same things. Start out hand on the thighs. Just relax for a second. Give the shoulders a chance to cool off. So your spine is straight as you go into this hip hinge. Shoulder blades are back. Let me get more of an angle here. Shoulder blades are back. You want to make sure that you're not letting the shoulders go forward and that you're not looking at the floor. That's a good cue, is if you're looking right straight down at the floor, your back's twisted or your back's curved. You want to be looking out in front of you so you got that straight line going right up the spine. Hand out, excuse me. Elbow back, don't twist. Squeeze that shoulder blade and back down. Up, back. Again, this is a great one if you're doing these standing, you can do it from a stagger step. We all know stagger step. Out and back. Hold it back there for a count before you come out of it. Forward and back, working the front of the shoulder, holding that weight up in front. Back, working those muscles through the shoulder blade, back of the shoulder and shoulder blade. As you come in, squeeze it together and back out. Up, 10 seconds left. And out. 2 more. There's 1. And out one more time. Excuse me. Back. And out. All right. Triceps, kick back, elbow back as far as you can get it. Shoulder blades are back. Got that chest up. This is the hardest part for me on this one, is keeping that straight back and a triceps kick back. I really want to roll the shoulders down. Not sure why. Out. Gravity, I guess. Working against me. Out. I should be using gravity to help me work my body out just a little bit harder. Out. And that's what it is. You want to come down, you got to hold those muscles in place. You think you're in neutral position, just holding there, idling. You're not. Every muscle is contracted, holding you in place. In. Out. Squeeze that muscle. Feel the muscle in the back of the upper arm working. As you lengthen out, hold it for a count, and come back down. If you can't hold it for a count, then you got too heavy of a weight. You need to be light enough that you can hold it up there for a little bit before you let it back down again. Up, squeeze it, and back down. Wrist stays straight. We got 5 seconds left. And down, up, squeeze it, and down. Weights away. Put those weights away. We're done with them. We've had it with the weights. Weights for this week. Done. Done, done, done. And done. Chair. You can, okay, so here's the thing. The chair, if you need the chair, is fine. We're going to be doing core exercises. They're not set up with chairs, but if you need it for balance, if you've got a wall there, perfect. If you got something else, a counter that you can use next to you. If you don't, at least have the chair next to you, even if you're not using it. Just have it ready for you in case you do need it. Whew. Roll the shoulder blades back. Let's do a little stretching out of those muscles we just used. Hands up front, roll the shoulders. Nice stretch. Upper back, chest, and other side, same thing. Hand around, pull it back. Keep those shoulder blades back. As you're in this rotation, you want to make sure the shoulders are back, and then rotate those shoulders straight across and around, not the torso, not the knees, and bring it back. Shake that out. Hands behind the back, palms up, just stretch. Get the shoulder blades back as much as you can, opening up the chest. Deep breath in and exhale. Arms forward, fingers intertwined, palms out if you want, or palms in. Palms out does a much better stretch. Coming up the arms for those curls that we did, holding onto the weights through the forearms. Chin to chest, roll the shoulders out. Stretching out the upper back. That last exercise we did, or that last stretch was for the chest. This one's for the upper back and the arms. Deep breath in, exhale. Okay. We got those. We're ready to go into the next set. These are core exercises. Core exercises. Up over the top. Working the core. Hand right next to the ear. Keep the torso upright. Don't lean forward. This is, again, we're going to go with a side bend. If you're leaning forward, you're crimping all the vertebrae on one side, forcing them down, and then twisting them. Not good. You want to keep that length on them. Over to the top. They just stack on top of each other. And use that hand and bring you back down, up on the other side, up and over. And make sure the shoulder blades are back. You're going to feel a great stretch through the upper back as well when you do these. All right, hands down to the side. I want you to get just a little more aggressive with it. So knees bent a little bit. Bring the arm down on the side. Reach. Keep the head in alignment, spine in alignment with the back. Oh, there we go. And as you do that, coming right down the side, you're going to feel this great stretch on the outside. But these muscles on the outside of the core are working to pull you down. Now, the other side is going to work to pull you up. Those muscles are tightening up, bringing you back to center. And now they're going to continue to contract to bring you down, stretching out the other side. Head up. Don't let it come down to your shoulder. Fortunately, I have a monitor right there. I could see that I was not doing it correctly. Down. And back up. Man, head wants to drop. And up. One more time, each side. Down. Reach. And back up. Other side. Down. And back up. Take it slow. Let those muscles get a chance to really engage. Hold them, hold them, hold them as it brings you up. Yes. All right. We're going to do feet apart, plie squat, toes out at a 45. Heels in, arms out front. Rotation, pick up the heel, rotate, pivot off the ball of the foot. This other leg, knee and toe, never move. What's going to happen is the knee's going to want to drop out. We're just going to come around, rotate, and here's where these muscles really engage, bringing you back again to center. Right there now, they're going to work again to pull you the opposite direction, up on the ball of the foot, pivoting to the other side. Make sure that knee is bent, staying over the ankle on that stationary leg. Back to center. Hold. Over there. Over there. Other side. Reach, rotate. Again, shoulder blades are back. We are rotating the spine. We do not want to bend it at the same time. Around. and back. Once more because it's fun, and bring it back again. Arms down. That was fun. It was. Knee up. Like that. And back down. Take your time. So we're not doing single leg balance. We're doing up and back down. But we're doing it slow enough that you're spending maybe 3 seconds on the stationary leg. And then back down. Up and back. See if you can raise that knee up, keeping this 90 degree at the torso, and back down. Instead of just bringing the knee up underneath you and lifting the ball or the foot up off the floor, lift the entire leg up. Use these hip flexors to lift that leg up and back down again. Switch to the other side. You're putting the weight forward. This is walking. This is just walking. Little bend in the stationary leg in the knee and back down, up, other side. And back down. Arms up in a cactus like you were in yoga class. You're not in yoga class. But if you were, cactus. Up. Whoa. Rotate the shoulders. Bring it back and down. Lifting the leg, hip flexors and lower abs. Rotating the shoulders around using the obliques to get that rotation. Shoulder blades are back. You're staying in a straight line. I'm having problems with this one. Up and back, other side. Squeeze. And back down. It's a good balance exercise too. While you're at it, foot flat on the floor, ball the foot to the heel, inside to outside of the foot. Roll the shoulders, back to center and up. Don't reach down for the knee. Don't bend and twist at the same time. Bend me, shape me any way you want to. Roll. And back, one more. Out and back. All right, so we use the quadriceps, hip flexors. We're going to use the lower abs just a little bit more on this one. Leg up, little bend in the knee, and back down, alternating up. How high you come up does not matter. What does matter is that you're on that single leg. Working these core muscles, tightening them up. Using these muscles to contract, to lift that entire leg up. Not kicking out at the knee. You've got a little bend in the knee, but you don't hinge at the knee. Up and back down. There's only one thing that goes with this. Toy soldiers. And back down. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is out. Foot is up. Shoulders turn. And bring it back together again. Up. Lower abs. Rotation. Obliques. Balance. Hip strength. Ankle strength. Other side. Up. And around. If you can't do it, just bring that toe up a little bit. Put it right back down every time you need it. See how long you can keep the toe off the floor. Rotate. It's in that rotation at the same time that you're on a single leg. That's tough, especially that arm way back out there. And bring it in. Up. You didn't see it. That one way back there. That hand way back there. Makes it really hard to balance. Around and back. Last one. Up. Turn. Bring it back. Sit down. Sit down. Grab a drink of water. We are almost done. Your Friday warm-ups are almost done. Today was a good day for you. It's warm-up for whatever else you want to do today. Mountain climbing, ridge riding, tennis, pickleball. Arms up over the head, shoulder blades are back. Deep breath in. We're going to exhale coming down on the side. Again, we work the obliques, so hips, sits bones stay flat on the chair. Bring that arm up and over, head on the inside of the arm so you don't crimp the neck. And you want to feel the stretch through the ribs, shoulder, and obliques. Back up on top, other side. Stretching out those muscles we've been contracting for the last 15 minutes. And bring yourself back up again. Grab onto the back of the chair, open up the chest. Deep breath in, shoulder blades are back. And exhale, coming forward, rolling the shoulders toward the floor or forward, creating this big bowl in here, this super bowl. And bring it back. Shoulders back. Deep breath in, stomach out, exhale one more time. Like that. And you're good. Right leg out, toe up, knees bent. You are pointing right at that toe, shoulder blades are back. You are feeling the stretch. You are feeling the stretch. Right back here, back of the lower leg. Calf muscles. Do whatever you need to do. You lean into it. You just so you feel these muscles. Don't get the back of the knee. Just kind of relax that. Toe back. You really want to focus on just these muscles back here. Now you don't. Relax the toe. And straighten out that leg just a little bit. And come down. Hands on the thighs so you keep the shoulder blades back, chest out. You just want to make sure that scoop up. Get that head back. Make sure that you're in that neutral position. And that scoop, that's how it feels for me, is what I'm always looking for to get there. Hamstrings, back of the thighs, sorry. That's what we're looking for. It's so much more effective when you actually know what muscles we're trying to hit. All right, toe back. Calf muscles again, shoulder blades back. And just lean into it a little bit. You're not going to go very far with this. You're not going to get very far if you're doing it right. Just start to feel those muscles relax or stretch. Deep breath in, exhale, see if you can get just a little bit deeper. Again, once you get just a little bit of stretch there, warmed up a little bit, you can come down just a micromillimeter. Whatever you can get. Muscles aren't going to give you this big stretch all at once. We're just going to a little bit at a time. Little bit. And relax the toe. A little bend in the knee. Shoulders back, chest out. Scoop. And lean forward. Do whatever you need to do to find calf muscles. Hamstrings. Look for the hamstrings. Back of the thigh. Make sure your shoulders are square to the floor. And push back up. Bring you to seated. We are so out of time. Down underneath. Arms up overhead. Deep breath in. Through the nose. Push the stomach out. Exhale, bringing the arms down. And one more time. Bring it up over the top. Deep breath in, stomach out. Exhale, bringing the arms down. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you again next week.